turn this down just a tad. All right. This way should be about right. Hello, Fuddy67 Bad. Hello, hello. Stargate Eldar armor, you proud of me? I am truly proud of ye for that. Good on you. Am I in Brandenburg? The fog has already arrived. Yeah, the fog is not coming. The fog is just here. Why are you in Silent Hill? Zomboid moment. But, how's it going, folks? Please ignore the fact that I just fucked up a Q&A so horrendously. That no one look at what just happened. That was abysmal. The abysmal dog shit, you say. But, yes, howdy, folks. It has been a bit, well, I say a bit. There's 2-week breaks between my videos long enough. But, yeah, it is, you know... Is there a Silent Hill mod for Project Zomboid? I'm sure there's a version that just, the fog is always on. There's an NPC spinning in circles. Main Street. I need to make my way to the fire station. Why so foggy? I don't have an answer for you. But, yeah. So... Not to get too much, but, you know. The last 5 or so days, not ideal. We do a little bit of not having power and my basement flooding around these parts. We do a little bit of that. So that's not great, but all things considered, have I seen the Total War 3 trailer? If you're talking about Thankwall, I have indeed seen the Thankwall trailer. Yeah, big oof. Yeah, the last week has ended productivity, and as much as I will be after this stream working on, you know, properly, these are NPCs. As much as I did have a lot of wonderful help from my family, thank God, and you know, I do have stuff to do. I will also say that I'm going to be honest. I have been, what is the word? Shop vacuuming my floor because it was underwater for quite some time, my basement. Or taking out furniture, or taking out, you know, stuff. So, you know, I've not been working, you know, YouTube stuff. But it's been a little bit busy. Old Ekron Road. Methinks I spawned in the wrong location. You gonna vacuum up the water? Well, it's with the shop vac. Yeah, so, you know, hope nothing important was damaged in the flood. I have, you know, the good news on that front is that in terms of my stuff, nothing was. The bad news is I need to obliterate and destroy every single piece of drywall in my basement, because that was severely damaged. But, like I said, could have been a lot worse. Was it just water? It was thankfully just water. Yeah, it's a bit of a break. And this is with the NPC mod, this is a surprisingly relaxing game for the early bits of it. What is not good, however, is the fact that I'm almost positive I didn't spawn in Bandit. Wait, hang on. Maybe I did. Was the Skaven responsible for your basement flooding? No, I believe that was the previous owner, and, hey, I don't like to give solid life advice, right? There's very few things I'm completely confident on advising other people on. So we'll phrase it as a warning. When you buy, if any of you get a home, do yourself a favor. And if it's a home from someone who self-described or otherwise is a handyman, just, you know, be prepared to find some very creative things. You know, for instance, I got two big trees in my backyard, right? They're dying. The gentleman appeared to know that, so I got to take care of that. There was the most wonderful way of the siding on the house being fixed, right? Yeah, make sure the man is actually handy. But the one that is just the most amusing to me is the way the siding on the house was fixed, right? It wasn't fixed, it wasn't replaced. The guy just put new siding over the old siding. Which is the most galaxy-brained piece of nonsense. This is Brandenburg sick.
Is currently taking place in Knox County.
All right, later. So, you know, if you're going to... If you ever plan on or have the ability to own a home, do yourself a favor and ensure that, you know, the guy actually was handy. Some noises are just not happening. And I don't know why. Is this the week 1 mod? It is the week 1 mod. But all things considered, I try and, you know, it could be worse is something that it's hard to accept in the moment, but it could be. I'm lucky enough that, you know, I have a house to have these problems in, you know. So that is something. I'm lucky enough that I'm not some of my neighbors. The worst person by far was someone, they were closing on their house, right? They were selling it. A tree landed on it. In a week, they were going to have closed, and now there's a tree on it, and they might just have to completely demolish the whole building. So, as much as this kind of blows for me, it could be much worse. And I try to keep that in mind. Could be worse is better than God fucking damn it. Don't get me wrong, when I first walked downstairs after my power was out, and I saw that, you know, why do I have an indoor pool when I didn't have an indoor pool, previously? God fucking damn it was definitely the words being spoke. But, yeah, how much of the water have you gotten rid of? It's almost all gone presently. There's some spot where it's still coming in we're trying to figure out still. But that just appears that's just gonna have to be a battle. That's not happened, the over one yet, because if it's still coming in. But the worst of it was because some more magic. The sump pump situation was, again, what was bro cooking? Because it wasn't a meal, I'll tell you that much. No, it was most certainly not a meal being cooked in this house. Burnt chicken leg. What it do, baby girl? We be doing this. fucking bug. Yeah, we were cooking some abysmal dog shit when this out. Hello, you are armed. What's going on out there? I'm hoping there's a backpack somewhere here, because that would be phenomenal. You did not fault. No, no. The previous owner was not watching the Cook Show at 6 a.m. on Life and Living TV. I can assure you that that was not happening. For carbon monoxide, you're right, it might be the reason for the previous. Yeah. Why were you the way that you are? Cause. Well, kind of what it was feeling like. What else? As for the choice of charity this day, though, as I figured, I will be doing something similar like this in about go to Louisville right now. I don't want to do that with the NPC mod, because I've rushed there and it kind of crashed the game. I think the number of NPCs made the game very displeased with me. I don't know what FTL Multiverse is, but I do like Void War, so I'm afraid that's going to have to be the question. What a reactive Super Earth got their hands on magic. That'd probably be pretty abysmal for everyone who wasn't a Helldiver. In fact, I think it would be even worse for the Helldivers, because I know what... I play Helldivers. I'm a Helldiver. I'm viciously incompetent. What was I saying? I don't remember. Probably wasn't important then. No, I know FTL. I don't know. Is FTL Multiverse a specific thing? Gambit never folds. Oh yeah, Louisville gets Angie. GW's having a publisher sale on Steam at the moment. I did see that. I was shown, I was informed the Total War series, Warhammer specifically, was all on sale. And I was like, that's wonderful. I own all of these already, unfortunately. You're no longer allowed to use Eagle stratagems. It sounds like what you're telling me is you're letting cowards dictate what stratagems you take. Don't do that. You take your goddamn Eagle stratagems. It's not your fault if they can't handle the neutron style. You gonna get Total Warhammer 40k? Probably, yeah. As one of the fellas here can, tune into the Warhammer channel, stream anything but a Warhammer game. I'm gonna be completely frank with you all. I'm infinitely more interested in it as a Total War game than as the 40k game, because good Total War, that pleases my soul. Okay, so we're going to just... I don't know what the hearing range for NPCs here is the problem. Hello. Are there any what the fuck is happening here? So it's gonna be a slow first few days. I have it so instead of in 1 week, there's 2 weeks before everything goes totally to hell, right? It just seemed... Well, that's not correct. See more into fantasy rather than sci-fi? I usually am. But yeah, no, I'm far more interested in. God damn, I need to stop running into people because they keep making me shit my pants in fear. Because the cowardly trait does not differentiate between zombies and NPCs, is what I'm finding out. I will steal these granola bars, however. That will be huge. I will absolutely steal that. Yes, I will be robbing this person. What the fuck is this? Yeah. First time catching you live. Welcome, Chief. I have a great day and looking forward to the next video. Love from seeing. Well, thank you, Chief. That was something, by the way. I was going to. Well, okay. Don't mind if I do. There was going to be a video out yesterday, right? No power for 4 days kind of hinders my ability to do that. And, you know, the video is ready. Several other things were not. Including, you know, my ability to upload said video. That is a necessity when it comes to, you know, uploading a video, is that I have power and internet. And when you don't have power and internet, it's a little bit harder to, you know, do things. Ramlays did cover. Ramlays did cover. That's very true. I was honored. I was the guy invited me on to voice that. Interested in doing videos on Cop 47? Not particularly, to be honest. I will say, Mr. Bowen's 40K is the person to go to for videos on random war games. I say random. Random's not the right word. That seems a little dismissive, but like ones like that, like just random videos in the sense of like today it's a different war game out of nowhere. Alright, I have that reading mod on, so reading is a very rapid thing right now, huh? Huh. I was kind of thinking I would be here a lot longer. Chat beforehand, 40K theology. I'm a big fan of Saint Aquinas. Yeah, hey. I am Catholic and, you know, confirmed and all that. Rogue Trader, Wrath of the Righteous. Ooh, that's... Wait, Wrath of the Righteous. Have I played Wrath of the Righteous? I have. I think... No, I don't think I actually have. Is that the Crusade one? Does anyone see the problem? Does anyone see the problem right now? That's not ideal. That's not good. That's not ideal. How man, how do I pour on the ground? Okay, that helped nothing. Maybe if I just ignore it, it'll go away. I'm just gonna... Well, would you look at that? See? Everything is fine. I read this while standing. Oh yeah, now it's at normal speed. Is the first floor still okay? That's a really insightful question. It appears to be. We're going to get rid of some things. I don't need that because I have the proper can opener. All of these books are gone. Sigmodder or just a soup, whatever you like. Oh, just a soup of shit. There's ODST armor out there somewhere, but that might require the zombies to be spawning, and they're not doing that yet. Now, what if I beat this woman to death? Chat, clip that. Fire station that isn't Rosewood? What the fuck is it? Correct? Did you play Zomboid? I gotta get you in the Zomboid server. But, no, this isn't Brandenburg, so it's not... The fact I could spawn here was modded in, but, like, this isn't modded. Oh, that's bad. I kinda completely forgot about the fact I started injured. And, oh yeah, that's infected. Okay, cool. So we gotta get back to the fire station so I can just start pilfering bandages. I zom my Boid from time to time. I gotta get you in the Zomboid server. It's me, two of my friends, and Miwa. Why is that woman going insane? I don't know, dog. Out of my fucking way. I have wounds to tend to. I'm not doing very well. Oh, it's magically not infected anymore, so that's something. Hey, fucking bug. I did hear and see a little bit of Rosewood's massive update, but I wanted to spawn in the new town just to totally get it. Plus, you spawn in Brandenburg, right? Basically all the way across from Louisville. That's a proper journey right there. You feel me? Now, somewhere here will surely be bandages and medical supplies that I'm just going to take. I borrow. I steal. I blatant thievery. It's not looking like bandages are in my future. Have you played Zomboid? Would love Zomboid Ramble vid from you or something? That might be a second channel video at some point. Well, the gaming channel. That's, you know, I touch every once in a blue moon. We're just gonna take some of these bad boys. But no, I played Zomboid for a decent bit. I very briefly played when it was like the 2D pixelated. And then I didn't play forever, and then it was 3D suddenly, and it was like, this looks different, but it's been so long that I don't know if I'm imagining it. You know? Next video on Dungeons No Work gonna be about? I am not going to tell you that. Mostly because I'm not the only one on that channel. I don't wanna do that. Damn, you played on Zomboid. I didn't really play it. It was on my PC. I tried it. I got confused and then stopped playing it. Do I have any must-have mods? Well, first of all, any kind of music mod. So I'm excited for another copyright claim when I find one of those, which is different from a copyright strike. Copyright strike is bad. Copyright claim, especially because this is a charity video. Oh no, the money I wasn't making anyways doesn't... Oh no. You know? Wait. Is this it? This is it. Bring Zomboids at the Winter Modest Peak. I don't know if I have that. True Music is King. It is, I believe, New Music now is the one I'm using, because that one updated and had much more songs with it. So that really unfortunate bug does seem to now be in single player, where I can't do anything in the car. If I get out really quickly. Yeah, Then do I know the cause of this bug, by the way, where I can't do a damn thing in the car? It's moderately annoying, to say the least. I can do that. Yeah, I can't even open my inventory or check any glove box. Anyone have a solution right now for this, by the way? I also can't unlock the doors or the trunk. Which... These are things I rather desperately need to be able to do. I have a sneaking solution. I know the problem. It might be this mod. So everyone just hold tight for a moment. Most definitely a mod. I figured it was a mod. None of these are my problem. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna quit real quick. Don't worry about it. Favorite zombie game? This one is climbing the ranks, but State of Decay always has a good place in my heart. Alright, changing my break your game. That's fine. We're just going to... I don't remember. We're going to turn off tow assist, because that is the only thing I can think of fucking with cars. I must turn those on. These are much needed. check something else real quick, gentlemen. But, nah, where was I at? But, nah, yes, charity stream. This one, and I think I vaguely remember what I was going to be saying, is that I'll be doing a similar one of these, most likely next Saturday. But, wait a minute. Is this, alright, this is good news, things are working again. Perfect, perfect, okay. Excuse you. I really want this music to turn off, but I don't know how to turn it off. Focus, Colin. Wait a minute, I hear gunshots. Alright, before I zone back in, I'm zoning back into the gunshots. That lady is tweaking out. Are you a bandit? I can't tell, and I would rather not run you over immediately before I make a very final decision on that person's life. I will be taking this person's wallet, though. I want their money. Alt F4 to mute? Ah, shit. You got me on that one, man. More Warhammer lore can I crank out? I mean, I'll keep cranking that out, but I'm also going to be doing what I've been doing more and more, which is other stuff. I like Battletech. I like Halo. I like Elder Scrolls. Alright, so I didn't get to that guy to loot him in time because the NPCs in this mod are fucking fiend. Wait a minute, more gunshots. Okay. Where is this happening? Right there. I need to stuff, I need to stuff, I need to stuff, I need to stuff, I need to stuff. You gotta hurry to get their stuff. It will vanish immediately when the bandits, you know, are around. Mail satchel. Alright, what did you have in your mail satchel? I will take some canned corned beef. That's just a quick drive away, right? That is really infuriating. Get the better... I will get the better backpack. I need 2 minutes. Not even. I just need to figure out all the shit. We're just gonna do some transferring real quick. Okay. I could have done that much better. Okay, see? I got the better backpack. It's a little full. I don't need the socks. I will eat the peanuts to free up space. See? What is the encumbrance reduction on the hiking bag, out of curiosity? Better. See? Everyone can chill out. I got my stuff. And I didn't get shot doing it. There's more gunshots up there. Excuse me. You are a bad person. Not to worry, I know what I'm doing. That was deserved. If you call out, this is a bad person, by the way, that gives you every right to just run them down like a dog in the road, by the way. I could have worded that better, because that makes it sound like I'm running over dogs. I'm not doing that, to be clear. Have to run them over twice. Yeah, they weren't dead yet. Thanks, by the way. What did I do? There's still more. Someone is still firing off. Easy. Now that's God's drunkest driver right there. Now, see, that is a hero. I think one of these assholes has a watch. Alright, I need to know. I need to know what this does. It just shrinks my field of view. Okay, I kind of was hoping half my screen was going to go black. How's Zomboid going so far? It's going. I feel like it shouldn't be that easy to do what I just did, but I'll steal from this person's house. I don't give a fuck. I need a bigger car at some point is my biggest need, because that shit-ass station wagon is not the move. As a Zomboid tradition, I also need to spend... I need to find many books to read and get my skills up, and then die and have to do it all over again. Photograph of someone giving a wedding speech. Patrick Star shirt. Brah. Let me see if I do. This game hits. This ringing is infuriating. So I'm going to leave the area now. See many zombies so far. I have the week 1 mod. I had planned on spending much more of this time reading, but I forgot one of the mods is if you sit down, you read at turbo speed. Anonymous, thank you for the MX400 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's much appreciated, Chief. But you know what? Yeah, how's this? Can I? You good enough. Good a time as any. Let me say it. Yeah, that is the charity stream for this stream. What are you doing? It is one of those charities that, shall we say, is rather more prominent in my life than I would like it to be. So. Can all of you get out of my fucking way? Come back to Zomboid, stopped after they nerfed smoker trait points. Well, don't worry. I've installed a mod that gives it 8 trait points. So, don't you worry. Smoking is great again. you doing? But, yeah, you know, pro tip from me. Don't try and raw dog diagnose depression. That does not lead to many happy thoughts. There's just a gun in here. Okay. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. I'm just gonna leave now. But, yeah, so there's a charity stream. Yeah. Do weed instead. I stopped doing that because I just shut down. And, if a fella's still in the, you know, don't need to out yourself. But a fella who, you know, at some point was here has seen me the last time I was high, and, I think he, you know, he looked over to me and said, "Colin, you doing alright?" And then, I think I looked at him over the course of 5 seconds it took to turn my head, and then blinked one eye at a time, and then said, "Yeah," after about a full 30 seconds. There's another pro tip, a much less depressing pro tip. Don't not do any form of marijuana for 3 years, and then drink 50 edibles worth of, or 50 milligrams worth of THC. That's how you turn off. That's how you turn off a human being. The great shutdown was that night. Alright, I'm gonna look for car keys on roads. Weed and booze. You know, probably don't do that either. Or an overdose on weed. Well, I wasn't worried about overdosing on weed. It was more so I just stopped participating at the party I was at. Jackbox games, Jesus, is not an activity that requires a lot of thinking. But in that headspace, you don't have enough thinking. You can train it? You can, but I'm not really planning on doing that. I'll stick to my binge drinking if it's all the same to you. Lima Whiskey, thank you for the 20 to the AFSP. That's much appreciated. Yeah, no, it's, oh, wait, hang on. There's an opportunity for... I'm gonna let the police handle that one. I'm gonna let that random asshole handle that one. Never mind. Maybe not. Alright, no, that just looks like certifiably not my problem. What are the odds I can just get money? Just a whole lot of money. No one is here. I am just gonna, you know... Well, I mean, I'll take that. I'm not upset at what I found at all. This works. Not my project, not my Zomboid. Excuse me. Oh my god, it's fighting every step for that burp to come out. My game has frozen. Nope, alright, we're good, we're chilling. Doesn't appear I can interact with that safe. Hello. Don't mind me. Bless me? Yeah, blessing is needed for whatever the fuck that was. What, can I get a yay or a... Well, she's seen me doing it, so now it's just not an option. We're just gonna exit the premises now. You know, I could have just waited before readying. I could have waited. I did not do that. I did the opposite of that. She did tank that. That woman was a trooper. Let no one say she went down easy. I don't need a whistle at all. I don't need most of this stuff in my inventory. This is all for later. Oh, time to stop. Infected again. Oh shit, oh rat. I'm a little tired. I think it is getting later in the game, but again, I need to... It's an extra week from the normal mod, so the zombies will be coming later, but they will be coming. What's a good start if you want to get into D&D? Depends what you mean on get into. If you mean just, like, you know, play it, you can't ever really beat just getting some friends to play it with you. You could also never go wrong with if you just want to quit, you know, there's some source books. I know the Drizzt, that Drow, that dark elf guy, his books are pretty popular. Yes, I know, elf recommended reading, truly a shocker. But, Jesus Christ. Thank you, PNSYLR for the $200 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Donating $200 zip. You've already sent it. But suddenly, whatever's following that if, I'm allowed... IDKY said if. Fair enough. Thank you very much, Chief. Like I said, that's... a charity that... Well... only made the one attempt, but... like I said, don't raw dog depression. Those thoughts only need to win once. And, well, a couple weeks ago... boy, if they did not almost win. But this isn't, hopefully, not coming across as me public therapying. It's something that should be talked about, because I feel like a lot of people feel shame over those thoughts, and you really shouldn't. It's your brain fucking with you, you know? What's the phrase? You are your own worst enemy? That. Avenging Bean Counter. We gotta finish what we were doing. But, yeah. Almost got Pank to say penis. I will say penis happily. Can you get the fuck away from me? Anonymous, thank you for the 60 of the AFSP. I've said before, but you fellas are a damn fine audience. $300, let's go. Yeah, just like that, the goal's been reached. Hell yeah, fellas. We'd have to start setting these things higher. Playing solo? I'm playing solo. NPC mod and multiplayer, to my understanding, does not work yet. And also, multiplayer is... ugh. Not ugh. I love playing multiplayer for this, but stability in my Zomboid multiplayer server? No, that's a joke. The punchline is there is no stability in my Project Zomboid server. Jack Franzen donated $10 to the AFSP. Thank you, Chief. That's much appreciated. It's a pair of cash to donate, but at some recent cat-related expenses. Never feel obligated to donate to one of these. I mean, everyone has their own. Yeah. Don't say ick to our server. I wasn't saying ick to our server. I was saying ick to the stability of a Project Zomboid multiplayer server. You know goddamn well that barely exists at the best of times. Alright, you know what? Oh, there's witnesses. Having a bad day, probably. I've been having better days, but today's fine. Please get the fuck away from me. Okay, you know what? God, I was hoping she wouldn't move. I was so hoping she wouldn't move. That gentleman is in his underwear. I would love to have one of those cars, but I don't have hot wiring, and I don't know where keys are. What was that? I see. Well, you have fun there, Chief. Alright, now see, you're asking for it. I need one of these people to have a watch. Excuse me. Oh, God. The drink is... the beverage is fighting. All's well. Love your risen such. Well, thank you, Chief. We're hanging in there. Sometimes it's all you can do, you know? We need her to get out of the bedroom. Can I do that? Is your power back on, or do you have to take a work-related trip? Power is finally back on. Holy shit. It's now time to do half an hour of burpees. Right. I'm not... Right. right, because of how this game works, I don't technically have bandages in my inventory right now. There we go. You know, little Zomboid stream for now is all, and then later I've got to get back to properly working. But, you know, that's like I was saying earlier. You know, just a slight break after 4 days at Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a decent bit today of, you know, dealing with home flood. I would like to think a slight break is okay. Week 1, yep. Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting bath time. Especially because I am covered in blood from beating that woman to death. Seems worshipping son or Nurgle worshipping daughter. Would I rather my child kill me because of a scheme or kill me because they give off an aura of super disease? I'm not winning in either of these circumstances. But I guess I'll take the Nurgle daughter because at least then it's out of love. Taking a little more than no power in a soggy house for the better part of a week. Well... the work will keep my mind off of that, and like I said, the week before this week, so the week before the power went out, was also, you know, is that fucking oven on?